Hello everyone, it's been quite a while since I actually sat down and talked to you all on this channel. Most of the time I'm dancing, teaching choreographies or sharing reels or shorts. So it feels nice to be back with another sit down video. And before we get into today's tutorial, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone because in just 6 months this channel has crossed 10,000 subscribers, and honestly I'm still trying to process that. When I first started posting consistently, I never imagined so many people would connect with my content. Every view, every comment, every like, every share, and every person who chose to subscribe has helped me reach this milestone. So, whether you have been here from the beginning or you have just joined recently, thank you so much for being a part of this journey. It truly means a lot to me. Now welcome back to the silhouette tutorial series. I think this is part 4, and today I'm finally showing you one of the most requested things, the sunset lamp setup that I use for my silhouette videos. I'll show you the setup, the camera settings, a few filming tips and everything that helps me create this silhouette shots at home. So let's get started. So before we get into the setup, let's talk about everything you will need. The good news is that you don't need any fancy equipment for this. You will need a phone to record with. That is the first thing. And you don't, it's not compulsory to have any iPhone or anything, because this is the phone I use. It's Realme 8. I purchased this when I was in, I think in 2021, I think. So it's been 5 or 6 years since I have been using it, and it's broken too. The back camera is broken too, so I'm shooting all my silhouette videos using the front camera. So you can have any phone and a tripod or a flat or stable surface where you can place your phone, and a plain wall. Okay, now when I say plain wall, I mean a light colored wall without any drawings, posters, writings or anything that might be distracting in the background. And you will need a dark room. Okay, if your room doesn't get dark completely, don't worry, mine doesn't either. What I usually do is I cover my windows with dark bed sheets to block out as much light as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the darker the room, the better your silhouette effect will look. And one more important thing is that make sure the area you're dancing is completely clear. Remove any objects that might get into the way while you're filming, because not only does it make dancing easier, but it also helps keep the final video looking clean and distraction free. So now let's talk about the star of the show, the sunset lamp. This is the sunset lamp I use for all my silhouette videos. I bought it from Meesho at a very affordable price, and I'll leave the link in the description box in case you would like to check it out. Now let me show you the sunset lamp that I use. It comes with a USB cable attached to it, so all you need to do is connect it to a power source to turn it on. I usually connect mine to my laptop, and this is what it looks like once it's switched on. There is also a simple on and off switch on the cable, which makes it easy to use. And one feature I really like is that the lamp head is flexible, so you can tilt and rotate it to almost any angle depending on the effect you want to create. And the stand is also extendable. You can pull it up and increase the height and tighten it to keep it in place. The lamp also comes with a remote control. Using the different colored buttons on the remote, you can easily switch between various colors and choose the one that suits your video best. You will also find different lighting modes like flash, strobe, fade and smooth. These modes automatically change the colors for you. Flash changes colors the fastest, strobe is slightly slower, fade creates a more gradual transition between colors, and smooth gives the slowest and most seamless color changes. Personally, I usually use a single color for my silhouette videos, but you can experiment with all these modes and see which one fits your style best. Now let's see how to actually shoot the silhouette video. The first and most important thing is to have a dark room. If your room doesn't get completely dark, you can use dark curtains, or like I do, cover your windows with dark bed sheets to block the outside light. Next, remove any unwanted things from your background. A minimal background always looks better because the focus stays on your silhouette and your movements. Now let's set up the sunset lamp. First you have to connect your sunset lamp to a power source. Here I am connecting it to my laptop. Then you can place your sunset lamp directly on the floor, or you can keep it on a small stool or table depending on the height you need. Always place the sunset lamp facing the wall. So the distance between the lamp and the wall changes the size of the light circle. If you keep the lamp farther away, you will get a bigger circle. If you bring it closer to the wall, the circle becomes smaller. I usually keep the lamp either on my left side or on my right side because it creates this kind of lighting effect. You can also place it directly behind you in the center, which will create this type of symmetrical light. Personally, I prefer keeping it on the sides because I think it gives a cleaner silhouette look. Once your lamp placement is done, move on to your camera settings. Reduce the camera brightness by lowering the exposure and make sure to lock the exposure so that the brightness doesn't keep changing while you dance. Also, make sure to record in the reel frame ratio because it works best for Instagram reels and YouTube shorts. And this is how the final shot will look. And another thing you can experiment with is the color of the sunset lamp. Using the remote control, you can change the colors according to the song or the mood you want to create. You can choose colors like red, green, blue, orange, and many more. There is also a color changing mode like flash, strobe, smooth, etc. And I usually choose the color based on the vibe of the choreography and the emotion I want to convey through the video. Now let's talk about styling and choreography. For the outfit, fitted tops and flowy skirts work really well because they make your movements look more defined and elegant. As you can see here, there is a huge difference when the fabric moves along with your body. And while choreographing, keep in mind that the silhouette videos are all about creating clear shapes. Try to do your hand movements more towards the sides of your body so your fingers and hand gestures are visible. If your hands come directly in front of your body, they may blend into the silhouette and the details won't be visible. So focus on creating beautiful lines and shapes with your body, and that will make your silhouette videos look much more aesthetic. And one more important tip is to not stand too close to the wall. When you stand very close to the wall, your face and body details can become more visible and you won't get that clean silhouette effect. Always maintain some distance between yourself and the wall. This creates a sharper outline and makes your movement stand out beautifully. Now, editing. Once you have finished recording, it's time for editing. I usually keep it simple, a little more contrast, slightly darker shadows, and minor brightness adjustments are often enough. The lighting setup does most of the work, so you don't need any heavy editing. Common mistakes. A few things you have to avoid is that keeping the room lights on. It's a very big mistake. If there is a slight light coming from anywhere, your silhouette may not look clean. So, and using a busy background and standing too close to the wall and forgetting to adjust the exposure and not testing your setup before filming. It's a very big mistake. A quick test clip can save you a lot of time later. And that's exactly how I create my silhouette dance videos using a sunset lamp. I hope this video was helpful and gave you a little behind the scenes look at my process. If you try this setup, let me know how it goes. I would love to see your versions. And once again, thank you so much for helping this channel reach 10,000 subscribers in just 6 months. It means the world to me and I'm so excited to continue sharing this journey with all of you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and let me know what you would like to see next. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.